With that, let's welcome in Lydia Mashburn-Newman, Managing Director of Monetary Economics at the American Institute for Economic Research. Brendan Arnold's here, Executive Vice President at the National Taxpayers Union. Welcome to you both. Team Trump appears to be all in on Bitcoin. Lydia, what does that tell you? And maybe what could the Trumps even stand to gain from that?
Yeah, there's been a lot of controversy with the Trumps having issued their own meme coins shortly after the election, and whether that was profiteering off of their place in office. But Bitcoin is unique among cryptocurrencies. It's has a fixed supply, could potentially provide a new monetary base for a monetary system. So there's a lot of fundamentals about Bitcoin that make it a little different than other cryptos and less speculative. But you do have this layer of intense speculation around cryptos more broadly, and uncertainty about how the government's going to react and respond. We do anticipate a much more friendly environment to cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, from this administration compared to the prior administration. But a lot remains to be seen. We have legislation moving in Congress. You have changes at the Securities and Exchange Commission about how they're treating cryptos. And then you do have the sitting president sort of involved through his family in meme coins and what that will look like. But Bitcoin itself as a fundamental monetary unit has much more potential and is a little bit less risky than your other cryptos, perhaps.
On Newsline yesterday, host of Sunday Report John Glasgow sat down with Chris Pavlovski, that is the CEO of the video sharing platform known as Rumble. And we have that moment. He talked about crypto. Here's that.
Yeah, so I've been a huge believer in Bitcoin since the very beginning. You can go back a decade for me on that. But it wasn't until Trump won the elections where we kind of jumped all in. The previous administration was very, in my opinion, very anti-Bitcoin, very anti. And the way I look at Bitcoin, it's financial freedom. No one owns it. It's something that everyone can own together. It really kind of dovetails really closely to Rumble and free speech and freedom. It's financial freedom, and we jumped in simply because the Trump administration won. We felt that they were very pro-crypto and that they would move in the right direction when it came to it.
And Brandon, I wanted to bring you into that because people talk about crypto, it's not tangible, right? You don't have a bunch of coins lying around, and the value can fluctuate based on investments. Can you explain a little bit more about how that works, and then also seeing the Trumps getting involved, the vice president being there as well?
Yeah, I mean, this administration has been all in on crypto. There's no question about it. And to have J.D. Vance there at the Bitcoin conference this weekend in Vegas obviously shows a huge priority for this administration, as well as some of the regulatory policies that we've seen thus far. And then to just make this announcement that they're going all in on it. The Trump administration, the Trump family, everyone is all in on crypto right now. And you're seeing prices, particularly for Bitcoin, reflect that, as the market has absolutely taken off. So they are all in. I don't think there's any question. And that may very well be the future for a lot of how transactions take place here.
Yeah. Took me a while just to get used to those sort of cashless venues, right? Like baseball stadiums, some of them, they don't accept cash. And you just do everything on a credit card. Now imagine it's Bitcoin only, cryptocurrency only. Yeah. I'm looking way ahead to the future, but still, always interesting conversation. Lydia Mashburn-Newman, Brendan Arnold, thanks so much for coming on today.